EA Sports, and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Charity Invitational. Frank, through the years, there have been some great winners at the Open Championship played at Royal Troon.
Well, just in recent history, remember Mark Kalkovecchia in the playoff with Wayne Grady and Greg Norman. There was also Todd Hamilton when he beat Ernie Els in the 4-hole playoff. And back in 1996, Justin Leonard was to win his Open Championship.
Tom Watson also won an Open Championship here. Tom Weiskopf, his only major, that was 1973. The great Arnold Palmer, Bobby Locke, they all won at Royal Troon.
I've seen some long tee shots, but it's the advantage to tee that ball up. Get it up there quickly, get the wind behind you. It's amazing how far you can hit it.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. This for another birdie on this hole on the week.
Great start.
I mean, that is a sight to behold. What a spectacular shot we just saw on the par 4 with a drive in one. Frank, that's just a really good putt right there.
Yeah, that's why you call lag putting. You get outside a certain distance, and really your mind has to be about two putting and not trying to be a hero.
That drops for another birdie. 2 in a row to start the round. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Beautiful roll on that one, right in the bottom.
Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that
easy. You knew it right away. Picked up the tee, didn't even look at it. We can see it. It's perfect, right down the middle of the fairway. A good 190-yard shot, and this is the second. birdie try up next. Locked in on the read and the speed. Nice solid start to the round. Tee to green looks to be in command.
Yeah, it's surprising. I thought he might have been a little shaky out of the gate, but certainly proved me wrong.
Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Great knees, great hands in this shot.
Yeah, touch. You have to have that feel. You have something between the ball and the club face, so it's a different feel, but you also have to have imagination.
So, Frank, out of the bunker and back into play.
Yeah, the late Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's always the next one. Well, by getting the ball back in play, he just made that a little easier.
Pretty good shot right there. Bad news is, Frank, that's a bogey, but the good news, still has the lead.
Can't afford another, though. This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You'll need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Frank, not close, but from that line, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich. It's at sneaky distance.
Never quite had enough oomph on that.
Yeah, sort of a wishy-washy stroke.
Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Oh yeah, he's made it for a birdie. That is tasty looking right there from just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
This is a good-looking shot. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Just a pure strike. Perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Wow, touch of a locksmith out there, making everything.
Yeah, and the result, yet another birdie too. Totally in command.
Nice drive, right in the fairway, and a good swing on that one. Looking to keep it going here, Frank.
Yeah, another example of things just working as they should.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Par yesterday, par for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Good tee shot right in the short grass. The second shot now to the par 4. Well, this could be good. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. He's in the hole for a birdie.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Getting set now over the putt. Bang. Has it. Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
He's made it. Wow, way to the right here.
And there's rough over there.
Frank, it's a hard game to play from the high grass.
And that's where he's been more often than not today.
This requires a lot of speed through the ball. That will be a great look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. In the hole for birdie. How good has the swing tempo been?
Has not lost it since the first hole, Rich. I think that's been the key to the round. Started with that rhythm, even though the winds were out there. The winds haven't abated, and neither has that rhythm.
This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. Trying to make yet another birdie. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Excellent looking shot here. That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Locked in on the read and the speed. Seems to really have the touch today.
Now, this game is all about variables, right? Rich, if you head into a bad lie, it completely changes the nature of the next shot. When the ball sits up like that, it is just liberty of choice now.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. So a tester from 4 feet. Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot. Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance. Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Superb shot.
It's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
To win the Charity Invitational.
Oh, how did that miss?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that one was dead center. Continues to roll the ball very well. That has to feel so good. A big championship victory. This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Everybody licks their chops when they get the chance to play one of the most famous courses in the world, the Stadium Course at the TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. Frank, where are the scoring opportunities on this Pete Dye layout?
You can always look at the par 5s, 2, 9, 11 and 16. They provide probably the best chances to make birdies, or even in some situations, eagles. The next best thing really is the short par 4s. 12 comes to mind, a little blind tee shot. You don't have to driver, just sort of something long ironish, maybe a fairway wood off the tee, and then a wedge shot into a green that, will certainly, if you put the ball in the right position, give you an excellent chance for another birdie.
That is a green in regulation as the approach shot hits the first green, but he is by no means in for par yet. A lengthy putt coming up. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
About 99 yards to the hole. Frank, I know you love boxing as I do. McIlroy has that big punch knockout ability. It has you on the edge of your seat because you know at any moment he might end the fight.
Yeah, there's always a spark there, just a little simmer, and you think it's just going to burst into flames at one stage and just ignite Rory over any stretch of holes.
So just a formality here. You've got to be kidding me. That was right on the edge.
I tell you, he wants to do over there.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Could it be? Just a beautiful roll there.
Oh, that's like stealing.
Did the job right there. Frank, what do you make of the par 5 second?
Doglegs to the left, so there's a decision to be made here all the time, but a good hooking tee shot, that takes the trees on the left out of play, and even the rough on the right. Good tee shot here. I've seen people get home with as little as a 5-iron. Oh, he is winding this one up. Doesn't have the power though.
Beautiful looking shot right here.
Smoked that one.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Setting up in the fairway, 200 yards to where that hole is cut.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Frank, give us some of the strategic options here on this second shot.
Well, if you have to lay up, you've got to be careful here because it gets very, very narrow. So ideally, you want to be laying it back about 70 or 80 yards. There's no advantage to try and get too close to the green. But if you're going for it, just be careful of that collection area on the back left of this green.
This is a good-looking shot. Didn't hit it in there close, but you see the odd make from this distance.
Yeah, my tape measure gives us 26 feet.
And setting up here in the rough. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
It's a big putt right here for birdie. No problems early. Looks good.
It does look good. This bodes well. We might be in for a very, very low round today.
-1 in early going. So we started with a par 4, then a par 5, and now the 177-yard par 3 third hole. Plenty of hazards here, Frank.
You really break this green up into 3 portions. Front left, front right, and that back, just on top of the ridge.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Overall, Frank, doesn't look too bad.
Just maybe a little right of the flag.
That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed. Second shot.
Good putt and a good move. Now to 4 under. Routine stuff for Rory. That's a par. Frank, how would you describe the bunker all along the right here at number 4?
Well, it looks like it never stops. It covers really the entire length of that tee shot down the right side.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here.
It just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop. Rich, there's rough and rough. That ball is needle nose down.
Can't even see it from here. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
And from the fairway for his second shot here. That he's holding. Just a phenomenal play right there. And getting ready for the putt. Now at -2 for the day. Frank, how about this par 4 fifth?
I lost count the number of bunkers here, off the tee and sort of in play with the second shot if you're in trouble, or even the one that's sort of left and long. Really good par 4 though. Fairway somehow has to be achieved. If if you want to reduce this par 4 to just a simple two-shotter. Ah, nice.
Looks good. He has put himself in an excellent position with a beautiful tee shot. And now a good look at the green.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. He'll need to be strong with this. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Frank, as players get set for the second shot here at the 5th, what are they thinking?
You have to be precise with the second shot. You miss it long and left. Very, very difficult chip there. And of course, short and right. And amongst those moguls in the bunker, it's tough to get it up and down. Should be safely on deck.
And the computer dials this one up at 26 feet. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
This would be a huge momentum swing. This one's for birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. With authority, count it as a par and 2 under. Frank, this isn't a hole that sort of jumps out at you the way, say, 17 does.
Yeah, a lot of times people will just sort of gloss over it, but anytime you get a par 4 into 400 yards, it's a great opportunity. But once again, a positional hole. Take advantage of it. Can a ball explode?
That is big. I mean, really big. What a display of power and precision off the tee. On the green here on the par 4 in 1. Frank, so many different lies in golf. This is one you don't see too much. The golf ball is on the mulch.
Yeah, and it never really sits up, so this is one of those ones you've got to be much more conservative than you'd like to be. Play for the fat of the green.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Not a gimme, but well within his range. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. 7th hole here at TPC Sawgrass generally plays into the wind, one of the stadium course's most difficult greens to hit, Frank.
It's a really weird tee shot here. You have those three little pot bunkers down the right, and then that bunker that meanders once again all the way down the left side. The bunker that's just slightly right of the canal. Very awkward angle off the tee.
That is just a beautiful shot.
Off the flight path again.
Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. Missed the fairway in the fairway bunker now.
It's not all gloom and doom though. Lip isn't too high. A good swing here still shouldn't be a problem.
This is a good-looking shot. And to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole, just for birdie. Setting up for another approach, our featured golfer has continued that excellent play from earlier in the round.
Indeed, there's no better feeling in the world than when you know you're firing on all cylinders. Hitting fairways, second shot's just going straight at the flag. Right now, everything is working.
This is a 23-foot putt. Wow, I thought he made that. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
Settles in over the putt. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day. Gonna move on with a par in his pocket. Drops for a par. Frank, this is a hole that I really like. The 8th, 237-yard par 3, just a necklace of bunkers surrounding the green. What's the best approach?
You come out through that chute or that hallway of trees there, and this being the longest of the 4 par 3s at TPC Sawgrass, the green actually plays much smaller than what it looks because of that narrow entry.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot. Second shot.
Rory McIlroy looking to take advantage with this putt. Keeps the momentum going with that putt. Stays at 3 under. Under par on the day. Frank, I think this is one of the most fascinating holes on the golf course. The 583-yard par 5 9th hole.
With technology now, a lot more players can reach this par 5 and 2. Gone are the days where it was a true 3-shotter, but I remember when Sergio Garcia hit that 3-wood from, what was it, 270, 280 yards? Still one of the best shots I've ever seen. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. to hit the ball 300 yards through the air. That easy.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle.
That's fine.
Impressive play so far into these heavy winds. You could say he's just been breezing through this round. Second from an excellent lie. Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough.
You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
This could be a good one. Getting set now over the putt. With that, moves to 5 under par. This would give him an eagle on the card. Just dominated this hole and ends up with an eagle. Frank getting set now for one of the more exciting back nines in all of golf right here at TPC Sawgrass.
And it starts at 10. It looks like a dogleg to the left, really, but you've got to play it as a straightaway tee shot. The run out just over 310 yards.
Right in the fairway, and Frank, a really good lie.
No, it's just sitting up beautifully. You can get it any part of the golf ball, and it's going to make this second shot so much easier now.
Frank, there's fairway, there's rough, and then there's mulch.
Yeah, the worst thing about the mulch is all these little chips around the ball, and so the ball doesn't sit up. And once again, this shot might look easy, but if you just miss it a bit, it so exaggerates the outcome.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
So, third shot now for Rory McIlroy. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Very respectable approach shot and a good spot. All right, Frank, now the approach here at number 10. What's the right way to play it?
Just avoid that bunker on the right and don't go too long and left. Over the back left is not an easy up and down. It's no snack though.
Frank, I thought that was in. No, that's not the way you want to start the back nine. Missed putt, bogey, and a drop shot. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Just a couple of feet. Knocking down all the shots today, now at 13 under. Good chance here. Currently at 5 under par. Frank, this is where you want to step away from the controller for just a second.
Yeah, good. Mr. Good just met Mr. Bad.
Now the time to be aggressive. Par 5, 558-yard, 11th hole, Frank. What's the key here?
Tee it high and let it fly. This is the big chance here. This is one of the widest fairways on the golf course. This is where you chance it all.
Beautiful looking shot right here. Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long. All right, Frank, the 11th is a reachable. What's the right strategy?
Well, it feels like that green should be about another 30 or 40 yards to the right, Rich. Makes the player aim left, and it's such a narrow green, but it's worth the risk.
This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but it is well on the cards.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Frank, the scoring club is in hand now. Chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, coming from that left side, you've got a full view of this green, and you can see the mounds too. Use the mounds to your advantage.
And getting ready for the putt. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
He has this for a birdie. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, what's so much fun about TPC Sawgrass is the excitement that it generates for a fan and how many different holes there are. 12 is a good example.
Yeah, 12 looks like it's fresh from Scotland. You can see why Pete Dye spent a lot of time over there. Tee shot looks straight away, but the second shot is blind. The shot you'd get in Scotland with a wedge where you just see the top of the flagstick and you've got to really guesstimate on the yardage that you have. But a good wedge shot and someone that can judge their distance, this is certainly a birdie hole.
Frank, way offline all day long.
Yeah, this is a head scratcher, really. Seen him play before. Normally much better than this. This is abnormal, that's for sure. It just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
Now the approach to the 12th, Frank. What's the player looking at?
Well, it's a fun shot here for the second shot, especially if you've driven it down the right side, because then you can see the flag no matter where it is on the green.
And it makes the green in regulation. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. That finds the bottom of the cup. We'll call that a birdie. Frank, so much focus on the back nine here at the stadium course at TPC Sawgrass on the 17th hole with the island green. I think 13 gets lost sometimes, but the pros know this is a really good hole.
Oh, it can be disastrous too. That's, I think, what you're referring to, Rich. There's a big ridge in the middle of the screen that bisects the top side with the bottom side on the left. So even when the flag's on the left, you don't have to go directly at it, because that normally causes the problem with the wooden bulkheads down the left side and obviously the water left of that. So something on the ridge can often run down towards the left. But we have seen the odd hole-in-one here over the years. Should be safely on deck.
It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round. Good work right there, now to 6 under. So a tester from 4 feet. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
And through the years, Frank, it has gotten the best of the best, hasn't it?
We've seen Tiger Woods hit it left. We've seen Vijay Singh hit it left. We've seen so many players in the water down the left. Conversely, many a championship's been lost by hitting the ball up in the mounds on the right.
You take 4 here and run to 15?
I would sprint.
Excellent looking shot here. Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Frank, this looks tough. He's on the macadam, but for a high-level professional?
Well, he's taken the wrong path, Rich.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole, don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
For par. Well, you can see it there. Feels very good about what he's doing. That's a nice par putt. Stays at 6 under. Settles in over the putt. Drops it in. Good birdie. Now to the 15th. And Frank, I know this is a hole that you really like.
Yeah, it gets no respect in my book, which I think is a shame. Just a nice dogleg to the right. And really two good shots and a three here, which is actually a rarity. It sets you up for those closing three holes. Well, when he goes after it like he is here. Rich, that tee shot there has shortened up this hole considerably. It's made a tough par four into, well, we'll see, but it looks like a very birdieable hole now.
Hit it right where you want. Now he has a good chance to attack that whole location. They'll pay a little bit of a price for missing the fairway here because from that rough, you cannot control the spin on the golf ball. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
Frank, once again, precision is so important as we look at this second shot to the 15th.
Yeah, you're looking at the flag here. You're looking at birdie, but if you miss, that big bunker on the left will swallow it up, and there's two little pop bunkers on the right. Tough to get it up and down.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does. Good round going at 6 under. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
And if you're a couple of shots behind on Sunday, that final round, you're thinking about 3, and that's possible, isn't it?
Well, history's shown it has, Rich.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours. Off the flight path again.
Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. So we have 190 yards left. You want to get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18 with a chance. 16 is the reachable par 5. You can make eagle there. And then the final 2 holes, you just want to steer clear of trouble. Though, with bold play, and you mentioned it with Craig Perch, you could make birdies.
It really is a case of mind over matter when you look at those holes. You're right. If you took away the water, you'd think they're 3 nice holes. But it wouldn't be the same. You intimidate the player as he plays 15. He's well aware of the finishing 3 holes.
This is a good-looking shot. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. On the way. Oh, he's going to love it. Great putt. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Just a couple of feet. In for birdie. Frank, not to plant the seed of doubt, but we must deliver the facts here on this telecast. 44 balls in the water a couple of years ago, 28 last year.
Rich, that's the announcer's curse. What will he do?
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. He has this for a birdie. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Now to the 18th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. 462-yard par 4, Frank, and another example of visual intimidation from the designer, Pete Dye.
Those wooden bulkheads that go all the way down the left side of 18 give you like an optical illusion, Rich. And there's not a single fairway bunker on the right to give you something specifically to aim at. So you've got to fixate on one of those trees. This is not a hole where you want to be looking at anything other than a specific target.
Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Now putt for par.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Frank, just some great golf here today.
Yeah, that's a round to remember. Not often you play that well and you feel like you were head and shoulders above the rest of the field.
What a thrill to watch. And for Frank Nobilo and our entire team, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now.